When the blood of Caliph Uthman stained the pages of the Quran, it did more than take a life. It tore the fabric of unity. Medina, once the radiant heart of the Ummah, now pulsed with unrest and division. The rebels, emboldened by their act, sought a new leader, someone they could rally behind, someone revered. All eyes turned to Ali ibn Abi Talib. He was the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law, raised in his home, shaped by his wisdom. He had stood in the front lines at Badr, carried the banner at Khaybar, and bowed his head in every prayer beside Rasulullah, peace be upon him. But Ali was not eager to rule. He knew the weight of power, especially one delivered by rebellion. He initially refused. How could he accept leadership from the very hands that had stained the Caliphate with blood? But Medina was unraveling, and after urging from senior companions, Ali finally accepted. Not for power, not for prestige, but for the sake of restoring peace. Yet even before Ali could establish his rule, a storm was already brewing. The question of justice loomed large. Who would punish Uthman's killers? Among the loudest voices was Muawiyah, the powerful governor of Syria, and Uthman's cousin. He refused to give allegiance until justice was done. But Ali faced a dilemma. The very men who killed Uthman still roamed Medina. They were armed, powerful, and if Ali acted hastily, it would ignite another war, this time inside the Prophet's city. He chose wisdom. He chose to wait. And for that, some saw weakness. To preserve the fragile peace, Ali moved the seat of his caliphate to Kufa in Iraq, a city of loyal followers and strong military support. But his decision echoed across the empire. From Medina, three influential figures rose: Talha, Zubair, and Aisha, the mother of the believers. Their goal was not rebellion, but justice. With thousands behind them, they marched toward Basra. Ali marched too, not for battle, but for dialogue. The two sides met outside Basra, and for a moment, peace seemed possible. A treaty was discussed. An understanding was close. But peace can be fragile and easily shattered. In the darkness, whispers and swords stirred. Extremists on both sides, hungry for war, launched an attack, triggering confusion. The battle erupted before dawn. What followed was chaos. The Battle of the Camel was the first war between Muslims, brother against brother, companion against companion. Talha and Zubair, may Allah be pleased with them, both fell. Aisha's camel became the center of the fight, her presence misunderstood. Ali, heartbroken, ordered her protection, personally appointed a military escort to return her safely to Medina. She withdrew from politics. The blood of Muslims had grieved her deeply. But this was only the beginning. Muawiyah, still in Damascus, refused to pledge allegiance. The two men agreed to arbitration, a meeting between representatives to settle the dispute peacefully. What came next is a fog in Islamic history. Some accounts say the arbitrators agreed to remove both leaders. Others say confusion and political intrigue spoiled the deal. Whatever happened, the outcome fractured Ali's base. A group of his own supporters turned against him, declaring, "Judgment belongs to God alone." They rejected any human arbitration in matters of divine justice. They were called the Khawarij, the ones who left. The Khawarij, once followers of Ali, became enemies of all. They attacked civilians, spread terror in Iraq, and denounced anyone who differed with them as disbelievers. Ali could no longer allow their chaos to spread. In 658, he led an army to confront them. The battle was swift. The rebellion was crushed. But like a severed weed, the roots remained. And among those roots was vengeance. In the early hours of a silent dawn in Kufa, as the call to prayer echoed across the land, Ali stood in prayer, alone, peaceful, in devotion. A man stepped forward from the shadows. With one strike of a poisoned blade, the caliph was felled. The last of the rightly guided caliphs had been taken, not by an army, but by a fanatic. Ali ibn Abi Talib, the Lion of Allah, the man of knowledge and humility, had left this world. The Ummah wept, not just for the man, but for what was lost. His dream was unity. His way was justice. But the wounds of Uthman's death, the storms of politics, and the rise of extremism were forces even Ali could not heal. With his passing, the Caliphate passed to the hands of Muawiyah. The era of the rightly guided caliphs had ended, but Ali's legacy remained.